Terry, two of those in a row. What's your take on where you guys are and how far away you are from the regular season?
The takeaway is that my general takeaway is that we're trying to implement new things defensively that involves more pressure, more rotations, and the fact that we're playing an excellent offensive team that passes well. That I think it was a bad combination. So certainly, I'm not happy with the two results that we've played here. I think Denver picked us apart because they're a very good offensive team, an excellent passing team with a lot of three-point shooters. So I would say probably in a regular season game, we probably would have changed some things based on what they do. But that being said, it's two frustrating losses.
Terry, there was a camera shot of you in Nurkic's face pretty good there at one point. What was going on there?
I was just talking to him.
Next question's coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Did you see any subtle improvements over Wednesday that maybe we wouldn't notice?
Yeah, we had some moments, that we're a little bit more aggressive on the ball at times, not consistently. I thought we had some good rotations. I thought our weak side was alert at times, but their passing makes it difficult. So yes and no. It's when you extend your defense against a good passing team, if you commit to overhelp, they're good at finding people. So, but to answer your question, yeah, we did some things better with some of the things that we worked on yesterday, but obviously not good enough.
Thanks.
Next question is coming from Jamie Hudson with NBC Sports Northwest.
Hey, Coach. With Melo tonight, obviously showing a lot of motion out there, earning those 2 techs. How do you categorize that in a preseason game?
Look, when you get on a court, you're competitive, and whether it's a preseason game or not, it's players are out there playing hard. Frustration can happen with referees, that whether it's preseason or regular season. So it's not. I don't think it's anything to read into other than competitive nature in a basketball game.
Got a question coming from AJ McCord with Coin 6.
Hey, Coach. So one of the things that we've just been talking about ad nauseum since we found out the schedule for the season is time, and how there's just not going to be a lot of it. So in the last 2 weeks between when you started camp and now the preseason is over, how do you make sure that the changes you want that didn't show up in the last 5 days do show up in the next 5?
The only answer to that is more work. You got to work at the practice court. We can try and make changes, but any way to get better is going to be done on the practice court. We've got 3 days. We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow will be a blackout day, and then we've got 3 days to prepare for Utah. So the good thing is that we have a relatively veteran team, and I think that as poorly as we looked the last couple games, I think that we're still a good enough team that we can turn things around pretty quickly.
Last question's coming from Dwight James.
Terry, we talk all the time about your defense, but the offense in the last couple of games hasn't really looked up to par really either, has it?
No, we haven't shot the ball particularly well. Not having, obviously not having Dame and Anthony Simons being out, we're short on point guards. But you're right. I can't say that we've necessarily looked good at either end of the court. That's why we lost 2 games by 30.
It seems like there's a lot of one pass and shoot, not as much moving the ball, getting the kind of player movement and ball movement that you like.
That's true.